You talk to your dog. You feed them. You cuddle with them when you're sad and laugh when they tilt their head like they understand everything. And somewhere deep down, you probably believe they know who you are. That they recognize you as a person, as they're human. But what if I told you they don't? Not in the way you think. New research is uncovering something incredible. Something that might just change the way you see your dog and yourself. Because it turns out, your dog doesn't see you as just a human being. They don't analyze your face the way people do. They don't separate owner from pet. In fact, science suggests they don't recognize you as a different species at all. To your dog, you're not a category. You're not even a concept. You are home. You are safety. You are the center of their universe. So stay with me, because by the end of this video, you won't just know more about your dog. You'll feel closer to them than ever before. This isn't just fascinating, it's emotional, it's personal, and it just might transform the way you love your dog forever. 1. Cuddles and pack instincts. Let's begin with something beautifully simple, cuddling. To you, it might feel like a quiet moment on the couch, a chance to unwind after a long day. But to your dog, it means so much more. In the wild, dogs only sleep close to those they trust with their lives. So when your dog curls up beside you, presses their body against yours, or lays their head on your chest, they're not just being affectionate, they're placing you in their innermost circle of trust. They don't see a human. They feel the warmth of a pack member, a den mate, someone who belongs to them. Every shared nap, every lazy snuggle sends a powerful message in their language. You are my safety. You are home. In those quiet, cozy moments, you're not two different species. You're simply family. 2. The voice they understand. You might feel silly sometimes, talking to your dog in that high-pitched, sing-song voice, like you're speaking to a baby. But here's the beautiful truth. Your dog loves it. Research shows that dogs are deeply tuned into the emotional tone behind your words. They may not understand the meaning of "who's a good boy," but they understand the joy, the affection, the warmth in your voice. That gentle, playful tone, it reminds them of how their mother sounded as a pup, soft, safe, and loving. When you speak to your dog this way, you're telling them, "You matter to me. I'm happy you're here." To your dog, you're not just making noise, you're creating emotional music they can feel in their bones. So don't hold back, use that voice. Because every sweet word you speak fills their world with love, in a language only their heart needs to understand. 3. The smell that says everything. Long before your dog recognizes your face, they know your scent. To us, smell might seem like a small detail, but for your dog, it's everything. Their world is built on scent, layered, vivid, emotional. And yours? It's their favorite. In fact, studies from Emory University found that when dogs smell the scent of their human, the reward center of their brain lights up with joy. Even when you're not around, just the lingering smell on your blanket, your shirt, or their toy makes them feel safe and connected. To your dog, your scent doesn't say, "That's my human." It says, "I'm home, I'm loved, I belong." So the next time they bury their nose into your clothes or sneak into your laundry pile, don't be annoyed. They're not being naughty. They're simply holding on to the scent of their favorite soul in the whole world, you. 4. Eye contact, a love bond. In the wild, prolonged eye contact between animals is often a threat, a silent challenge. But with your dog, it's something beautifully different. When your dog gazes into your eyes, they're not trying to dominate or question you. They're reaching for connection. Studies show that when you and your dog share a gentle, loving gaze, both your bodies release oxytocin, the very same hormone that bonds mothers with their babies. It's a wordless exchange of trust, affection, and belonging. That soft look from across the room, that lingering stare while they rest their head on your lap, it's their way of saying, "I love you. I trust you. You are mine." So don't look away too quickly. Hold their gaze for just a moment longer. Because in those quiet seconds, you're building something powerful, an invisible thread of love that ties your souls together. 5. They read your emotions like a mirror. You might not notice it, but your dog watches you more than you realize. Not just your movements, but your moods, your energy, even the tiny shifts in your voice. To your dog, you're more than just a presence in their life. You're their emotional compass. If you're anxious, they become restless. If you're calm, they settle beside you. If you cry, they'll quietly curl up next to you, trying to soothe you without needing words. Dogs don't understand our language like humans do, but they feel our emotional state with incredible sensitivity. They don't just see your sadness or your joy, they feel it as their own. To them, you're not a separate being. You're part of their emotional world, like two souls synced to the same rhythm. So when your heart aches, know this: your dog feels it too, because they don't just live with you, they live through you. 6. Inclusion over ownership. It's easy to say, "This is my dog," but have you ever paused to wonder what your dog says in return? To them, you're not just the one who fills their bowl or takes them on walks. You are the rhythm of their life, the one they watch, follow, and wait for day in, day out. When you move from room to room, they trail behind not out of neediness, but out of purpose. They're not asking, "Can I come too?" They're saying, "Where you go, I belong." Dogs are social creatures by instinct, and in their world, separation means vulnerability. But inclusion? Inclusion means everything. Even the smallest moments, folding laundry, reading a book, sitting quietly by the window, become precious rituals when your dog is by your side. You may think of it as ownership, but they see it as partnership, a shared life, a shared pack. So next time you're busy, take just a second to let them be part of it. Let them lie at your feet. Let them walk by your side, because in their eyes, they were never just a dog. They were always family. 7. The shocking truth revealed. Here's the part that still gives people chills. Your dog doesn't recognize you as a human in the way you might expect. They don't think in categories, titles, or species. They feel. To your dog, you're not the human who feeds me. You are warmth when they're cold. You are calm when they're afraid. You are joy when they hear your voice at the door. They don't analyze your body or judge your choices. They simply know who you are when you're with them, when you laugh, when you sigh, when you slow down just enough to be present. That's the version of you they've fallen in love with. And if you've ever wondered whether they feel love as deeply as you do, science already answered that. The same part of their brain that processes emotional bonding lights up every time they smell you, see you, or hear your voice. So no, they don't see a human. They see a soul they've chosen to trust. They see home. And when they rest their head in your lap, that's not dependence, it's devotion. You are not their owner. You are their everything. Now that you know the truth, that your dog doesn't see you as just a human, but as their heart, their home, their forever companion, what will you do with that knowledge? Maybe you'll pause for one extra cuddle tonight. Maybe you'll slow down during your next walk, letting them sniff a little longer, just because it brings them joy. Or maybe you'll simply look into their eyes a little differently, knowing they don't just love you, they belong to you. Because to your dog, love isn't just a feeling, it's presence, it's trust, it's you. So if this touched your heart, take a moment to subscribe. There's a whole world of wonder inside your dog's mind, and we're here to help you understand it, one story at a time. And if your dog's nearby right now, go give them a smile. They'll understand exactly what it means.